Hello everybody, Dustin Starr here, and I am coming to you from my backyard here in Olive Branch, right down the street from where tonight's AEW Collision will be live at the Landers Center. Welcome to the live reaction, everybody. I am Dustin Starr. Episode 176 was off the charts. Could you believe that we had a promo battle between two of the best promo men in the business today on Memphis Wrestling? It was absolutely awesome, and it looks like we're going to get a match. The promo battle is one thing, but now we're going to get a TNA Digital Media Championship match on Memphis Wrestling. Let's talk about it. I'll give you guys just a second to get in here. I mentioned that AEW Collision is live tonight at Landers Center right down the street here in Memphis. But then also we have a pre-party happening from 4 p.m. until 6:30. It's at Three Guys Pizza Pies right down the street, literally 2 miles away from Landers Center on Church Road. Kid-friendly. It's not a bar, it's a restaurant. So come have some pizza, maybe a couple of draft beverages with myself and some of the stars of Memphis Wrestling. We're gonna make some signs and then I'll head over to Landers Center where we're gonna watch Collision and Rampage. What's up, Rico? How are you? And I like what you said. How you doing? Rob Matlock, love that championship badge. That's a good reminder to go ahead and join members only. If you haven't, go ahead and do it. It's only $3.99 a month. You can get all sorts of custom emojis each week on Memphis Wrestling. Also, we have some members-only exclusive content. Had some really good videos go out today. I don't know if Rob and the guys were able to take a look at those just yet, but it was behind the scenes shooting the Reverence promo from last week. And I noticed that he had Morrow chained up this week. Anyways, we could talk all about it. Put your questions in the comments. I have a couple of minutes, and then we're going to go to the pre-party at Three Guys Pizza Pies, AEW Collision tonight. Hung out with Jeff Jarrett yesterday. He was at the WrestleCenter. You saw that he gave his Mount Rushmore of Memphis Wrestling. And then if you go to Grind City Media, where I do the Grind City Wrestling podcast, Jeff Jarrett tells us exactly who killed WCW. Okay, let me get all caught up here. Before I do, tickets for next Sunday are on sale, and they're flying really good because we had a sale for 4th of July. And we never do sales, so this time it was a big, I believe it was 40% off, and that ended at midnight. So you got to get those tickets. Parker Boudreaux is coming, and then also Marty Bell. Looking forward to having Lord Crew there, but I don't know if you guys saw it, but on today's commercial for next Sunday, July 14th, it's the 387-pound big man, the Memphis Heritage Champion, the master of Fat Jitsu, K-Toomer, one-on-one with the 420-pound problem child, Aaron Roberts. That's going down live, and you'll be able to see it on TV, but you can see it first live next week. Rob says, hey, Dustin, great show. Thank you. Ken Terminated says, hey, Dustin and friends, what's up? Caitlin's here. I saw you at the Redbirds game on July 3rd. Oh, man, that was a ton of fun. Fireworks were great. Crowd was great. It was a lot of fun. Caitlin, thanks for joining me here on the live reaction. Ken Terminated says, Matlock, I wish Enzo and Francis fought, though. Stay tuned. I mean, a match like that has to be approved by TNA Wrestling. Has to be approved by somebody like King Cobra. So stay tuned. I have a feeling we're going to get that match. Ben, what's up? He says, what's up, Dustin? Great episode today. Thanks. Hopefully I'll see you here in just a bit. Rob says, AEW, some of the Memphis Wrestling alumni from Memphis Wrestling. Hey, keep your eyes peeled on Rampage and on Collision, because you never know who you might see on there. Reverend Joe Chronicles, what's up? Jeffrey says, love seeing Mike Anthony on Raw this week. He really took it to Hoka. What? I also love the shout out at Memphis Wrestling big screen during his intro. I know you have seen it. I have not seen it, Jeffrey. Send it to me. Rico says, I met Parker Boudreaux. He made 2 appearances with Continental Championship Wrestling in Florida. Very, very cool. Looking forward to having him. Who's he going to wrestle when he's here? Yes, Mike Anthony lost again. Here's my guy, Eddie Kane, Maine. Brother, he's $5 donation. We really appreciate it. Eddie Kane, man, he knows that what we do with that donated money is we put that towards tickets to people who typically can't come to a Memphis Wrestling live event. He says, hi, Dustin, I saw Genetic Nightmare end his losing streak. Oh, on ROW, R-O-W. I guess R-O-W competitors are easier for him. Don't mix the two stories. They're two totally different television shows. That's the only thing I can tell you. And also stay tuned, because there is a story that's being told within this whole Mike Anthony thing. And I see the stuff all over Facebook and sometimes here on YouTube about Mike getting punished and all this kind of stuff. Guys, stay tuned. If you're here at Memphis Wrestling and watching for 5-star matches or AEW matches, train wrecks and stuff like that, that's cool. You're going to get some of that. But for the most part, with Memphis Wrestling, is we are a weekly episodic television program where we have to tell stories, not just matches. So just keep that in mind. Caitlin, I'm coming to the pizza party, by the way, and I saw you at the Redbirds game. What's up, Caitlin? I look forward to seeing you there. I'm going to be there at 4 o'clock. So we'll be there from 4 to 6:30 today, and it's going to be a ton of fun. And I think it's going to be packed. So get there and get your seat. Bo says, how was it to be paid a genuine compliment from the most humble man in Memphis, AJ Francis? I think he said that I was looking sharp, but the only reason he said that is because he just took the microphone, and we hate when they take the microphone. Adam, this is English. I'm not sure what that meant. So it says English or Spanish. This one is English. Rico, both of his matches are on the Continental Championship Wrestling YouTube page. Rob said, I saw the making of the Unrighteous Path. I saw Necrocomic Con. What? I don't know what you're talking about there. Good stuff. Keith says, it was sick what MJF did on Wednesday. I knew he was always a liar. Yeah, Keith, come on. He's supposed to be there live tonight at Landers Center, too. Zay and Ray, future tag team champions. See you at the pre-party, Caitlin. Dustin, what did you think about Britt Baker, Mercedes Money segment? I love it. Britt Baker should have been back a long time ago. Put them both in there. That's the biggest draw right there. Rico, question is, will Memphis Heritage Champion get a new design? Hey, I don't know, man. K Toomer right now has a 5mm Memphis Heritage Championship belt, and 5mm is a very, very thick championship belt. It's a big title for a big man. And, you know, we've updated the championships throughout the years, so you never know. Let's see. Rob says LA Hustlers beat the Olsen twins. Ben says, who are your picks for the Money in the Bank ladder match? It is Tiffy time and Money in the Yeet. You can go check us out, grindcitymedia.com/podcast, or just look up Grind City Media right here on YouTube. We have our official Money in the Bank predictions. I just gave you mine here, but the boys gave theirs as well. That's Devin Walker and Eric McMahon on the podcast with me. I can't wait to see it, too, so when I get home, I'm going to watch Money in the Bank. Mystery Lady's going to have a debut match. Rico, stay tuned. I have no idea. Rob says, I guess Mike will be wearing matching peak panties like that. Well, he's got to say yes first. Jeffrey said, Mike's a true Memphis Wrestling team player. He did great putting the new talent over. Well, he's doing great at telling the stories. Keith says, Jay Webb keeps popping up everywhere. What the heck is going on with this? Rico says, Ryback versus K-Toomer versus Gun Show, my triple threat. I would book Ryback in a heartbeat. What's up, Ronald? Hey, Mark, I'll see you at Three Guys Pizza Pies. Our buddy Brody's going to be there, too. Can't wait. Rob says, the Mystery Lady could give Just In Case a run. Oh, my gosh, on the buffet. Get out of here. Old School Dave, looking sharp, buddy. Check this out, brother. You guys check out our eBay store. Also, ProWrestlingTees.com/Memphis Wrestling. The ending was wild, Patrick. I love it. Rob says Macari should gave the Stinker Horns a laxative. That would have been funny. Is Memphis still working with ROW? Of course, Patrick. Patrick asked the weirdest questions. I mean, like Mike Anthony and K Toomer are almost regulars over there on Reality of Wrestling at this point. Booker T is very hard to book. I mean, he's a very, very busy guy. We tried to get him to come and fight cancer with St. Jude, but man, he's got his biggest show of the year with Reality of Wrestling, and they are selling the place out every time. So big shout out to Booker T and Reality of Wrestling. But yes, if you don't remember, I'm Kelsey's sister. Yes, absolutely. You should register for our kids camp coming up as well. The kids camp is Thursday and Friday, July 25th and 26th. You'll love it. Ken Terminated said, Jeff, I thought Mike is a young talent. Mike is a veteran. I mean, that doesn't mean he's old, but he's a veteran. He's been doing this a minute. Keith says, Prince Gaston and Sir Matthew mocking Too Cool 2 is disrespectful. The real Too Cool 2 will not be happy. I agree with that, and I can't wait for that tag team match. Rico says, could we see Memphis UFC fighters make an appearance? I would love to have Quentin Rampage Jackson. I've looked everywhere to try to get him booked, but I don't have a... Actually, we do have some people in common. That's definitely a possibility. Good idea, Rico. Ben says, how much more Matt and Gaston continue to embarrass themselves before facing Too Cool 2? Stay tuned. I think that match is coming up. It's bound to happen. Good to see Double Ray and DK working it out. that Memphis Wrestling necktie. All right, old school Dave. Thanks, brother. Brian, how are you? Ken Terminated. Matlock, the drama might continue. Van Vicious working on the new Martin Scorsese flick. All right, Caitlin. You will have a ton of fun. And I'll see you tonight. Tonight will be a good time. Keith says, haven't seen Rampage Jackson since TNA main event. Do you have any dream wrestlers you'd like to book? Yeah, we're working on those continuously, all the time. Too Stupid versus Too Cool 2. I'm a very creative person, Dustin. I can see pro wrestlers in anybody. Psycho Simon versus Big Swole Justin Cole. Can't wait for Justin Cole to make his return to Memphis Wrestling at some point. Anyways, I have a couple of more minutes, guys, and then I have to get ready to head out to Three Guys Pizza Pies. A couple people meeting me here at the place. Big John Dalton will be there tonight at the pre-party. We've got Derek, by God, Greater Than Great King, Ray Sanders. There's going to be so many people there. It's going to be awesome. And then we're all going to head over to Lander Center for AEW Collision and Rampage tonight. I hope Jeff Jarrett is in action. Very cool catching up with Jeff Jarrett yesterday on media. Matlock cage match, all right. Van Vicious is a Buff Bagwell wannabe. Eddie Kane says Big John Dalton, BJD. Van's making movies that you see. Oh, come on, Rob. Jackass Jimmy Blaylock needs to be in a straitjacket. All right, well, if you're watching this at a later date and it's no longer live, you can always put your questions in the comments, and we do our best to go back and respond to those. Next Sunday, AEW and NXT star Parker Boudreaux will be in the house. I'm really looking forward to Marty Bell making her debut here in Memphis Wrestling, and then Lord Crew is a Punisher, man. I cannot wait to see him in the Memphis Wrestling ring. So that's next Sunday. Also, the 387-pound Kay Toomer goes one-on-one with the 420-pound Aaron Roberts. We're not calling it Memphis Wrestling Extra Large for nothing. Those are two of the biggest, baddest dudes in all of pro wrestling, especially at the top of Memphis Wrestling. But we're on a collision course, ladies and gentlemen. The Gun Show says he's coming for his damn title, and Kay Toomer better look out. Who you guys got? Boom or Show Enough? Get caught up here. There's some dream matches I'd like to see. I know, Patrick, you tell me, but I love them. Also, Dustin, check us out. Who knows, maybe Continental Championship Wrestling and Memphis Wrestling should partner up. Could happen, Rico. You never know. Ben says, what do you think of Bo Dallas Uncle Howdy promo? I thought it was real as hell, man. Always great show, says Brian. Thank you. Bo says, that's perfect. DK and Ray can mend fences over some pizza. Well, we'll see what's going to happen there. Stay tuned. Looks like they're going to break up, if you ask me. There was no justice for Jackson and no justice for Luke Justice. Zoe Stark and Jay Uso. Okay, Show Enough. Booms. Lots of booms. Lots of Show Enoughs in here. See Parker Boudreaux. Please let him know Rico is rooting for him. All right. Psycho Simon's dangerous. He should have been banned and fired in the first place. Boom will always win. Hopefully, Kay Toomer versus Papo Esco. That'd be awesome. Jordan Grace versus Mackenzie Morgan. I'm here for it. Sierra, how are you? Good to meet you as well. All right, everybody. I've got to go get ready for the pre-party. Coming up, 4 o'clock today. Three Guys Pizza Pies on Church Road. And then we're going to head over to Lander Center for AEW Collision and Rampage. Also, if you don't have tickets and you're in the area, head over to Dave & Buster's. Watch Money in the Bank. It's absolutely free. There's so much great wrestling going on. And then next Sunday, we're live back at the WrestleCenter. All right, Ben, I'll see you in just a bit. Derek King sounds like he wants to turn. I thought it looked like Ray Sanders wanted to turn. Rico with the boom. Have a great day, Brian. See you later, Eddie Kane, man. I sent you an email, by the way. Sierra, thank you. We appreciate it. Make sure you take that subscribe button to Slap Zitty. Enzo Rules, realest guy in the room. Hey, man, let me tell you this before I get off here real quick. Enzo Amore and AJ Francis are two of my favorite people to book. From top to bottom, the most professional guys in the whole wide world. So don't believe every single thing that you read and hear on the internet, because after all, pro wrestling is a work. I am Dustin Starr saying, so long, everybody. See you, old school Dave. Ken Terminator, holla, holla. Ooh, Kay Toomer turn. Wow, all right. Flop dollar in there. All right, see you guys later.